More, more, more. I got so much more. Sorry, not sorry. Hi friends, my name is Claire and this is my channel, Woodshed Theory. Here, I make content about what it is like to live as an adult on the autism spectrum and whatever else feels good to me. So if that sounds good to you, or if you're feeling particularly gracious today, and I hope that you are, please go ahead and click the subscribe button, ring the bell. I almost forgot to mention that sometimes I put out more than one video a week, so click the like and the share. Help me get to 10K before the end of the year. We're working on it. We're working on it. Hello everyone. Hello to anyone who's new, who subscribed from the last video, part 1 of my Dialogue clearance haul, and anyone who's here from Angie or anything like that, it's nice to meet you. As I mentioned at the beginning, I'm a elderly autistic lady, and my special interest, or one of my special interests, is yarn and fiber. To fuel that and keep up with it, I have an Etsy shop that I sell my products on, hats and scarves and blankets and things. But the Hobby Lobby clearance is just one of my favorite things. As I mentioned last time, they had only gone through the I Love This Yarn acrylic, cotton, and baby yarn. They still had the rest of the yarn to go through, so the lady kind of told me what her schedule was. Well, she did say she was gonna be there on Thursday, and then, so I felt like a super creep on Thursday because I was yarn creeping around waiting for that to happen, but I don't think that any more clearance happened. Well, a little bit, I'll show you in a second. And then she was there on Friday marking the rest of the acrylic aisle down. She's gonna be back today marking the bulky yarn aisle. So I may go back. So anyway, yeah, on Thursday, I waited around all day trying to see what was up, which is fine. You know, like I'm the one trying to get to the clearance before anyone else. The girl who was working that night, she marked down a few things, but she was also working fabric, so she was busy. And they were in a cart next to the fabric where she was working. So at the end of the night, I just went and looked and saw what was in the cart and just took a few things from there. So let's get started. If you haven't watched the first video yet, go and watch the first video. And if I go back today to get the other stuff, I'll film a video for that too. Hi, this is Claire from the future. Just wanted to let you know that when you think the video is over, it's not. There's a whole other bag to go. So I didn't want to make another video, so just wait around for that. First thing that they had is Sweet Delight Chunky in Toy Elephant Marl? Yeah, they had 2 of those. This feels so good, guys. I haven't used Sweet Delight Chunky before, but it looks like it would work up into a baby blanket extremely quickly, which, let's face it, usually when you need to make a baby blanket, you need it done fast. The Toy Elephant, which is kind of like marled, it kind of looks like a beigey gray. Then they had Bear Blue Marled. I thought all these could work together. This is all they had. Baby's Blue. I'm just gonna hold it with my chin, I guess. And then Jumping Juniper, which I also got in the stork yarn as well. It's only 109 yards each, 80% acrylic, 20% polyamide. It's very soft. They're asking for a 6.5 crochet hook and a 6 millimeter knitting needle. They were reduced to $1.37 each. Wow, yeah, normally these are $5.49 each. The only other thing I got from that little cart was a Simply Flawless. I've always wanted to try this, but I've never really had a project in mind. The color is Sunwash Riviera, made in Turkey. 301 yards of low pill acrylic. 3 millimeter crochet hook, 4 millimeter knitting needles. I hope you can kind of get an idea of like how beautiful all those colors are together. Like there's even a little green in there. Oh, and it was $174 down from $6.99. Then the next day, Friday, I decided to check back. So I left my house around noon and I drove out to a further Hobby Lobby and decided to check there. Again, nothing, but I did get something from there. So I will show you what I got. It's right here. It's funny to me because some of the other Yarny people mentioned in their videos that they got this, but I didn't hear that until after I brought it home. But I think we all got it for the same reason. First of all, I have no rug in my office slash crafting room. So I've been kind of looking for a floor mat solution. I also have no blocking tiles for my projects. So these were 50% off. They were originally $12.99 and they are reduced for $6.49. And they are the floor tiles from Floor Pops in the color Slate Stone. They had a few colors available. This is the one I liked the most out of what they had available. So I got 4 packs of those. So it should make a 6x6 square. I'm pretty excited about it because I won't have to block things like on my bed anymore and wait for them to dry before I get back in bed. For a 6x6 rug to only spend, or a 6x6 mat to be only like $25, it's pretty good. I can't wait to use them for blocking. And I love that this one's called Slate, so it's kind of got like a gray running through it. I love that it's like not a kid's block. Does that make sense? Because sometimes when people get the blocking mats, they just buy the kids ones because that's what's available. This is like an adult looking mat for my office. So I love that. I've looked into buying mats like this before and the price, you just can't find it at this price. So this is the way to go. All right. Ta-da! Let's get started. The first thing, and I would have bought more if they had them, I think I can say with confidence that this is my favorite yarn from Hobby Lobby. And you know what? I heard Angela talking about it the other day, and I've heard other crafters talk about it the other day. It is the Yarn ID. So it's not just the colors that I like in this. It's 100% acrylic, but it's so soft and smushy. And when there's like none of the scratchy factor at all. I made my mother's Afghan out of this and it came out so beautifully. So this was $1.49 down from $5.49 each. They recommend a size, a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. I was like, a size 9? Yeah, a 5.5. I used a 6 with it and it worked up just perfectly. No big holes or anything. And it's so smushy. So I just got everything that they had in the dye lot clearance. So this is one in Shell Soft. They're 252 yards. Soft shell. It's kind of like a peachy color. Then they had one in Rosewater. They had one in Himalayan Sea Salt. One in Blue Stone. One in Bonnie Lass, which I bought before, and then one in Thistle, and I think I might have another one of these from another clearance, so I'll have something enough to make a project with it. But yeah, I got all 6 of them, and actually by the end of it, you know, the sweet lady who's working, she was just throwing stuff in my cart because I was like, I need dark colors, and you can just throw all the Yarn ID in because that's like my favorite. But if I was going to recommend to try a yarn from Hobby Lobby, I recommend Yarn ID. Do you know what I just realized? I've used Yarn ID to make hats before, and I've told people that it's 100% acrylic, and it's not. I thought it was, but it's 20% polyamide, which is basically just another, it's like acrylic, but just different, but it feels the same. Well, now I feel really bad. Sorry, anyone who's purchased a hat made out of this. I mean, it's all natural. I mean, it's all like no animal fiber, so it's okay. Oh, shall we talk cake? Please don't think when I show you all of this that I got the majority of stuff, or even 50% of the stuff. There was so much there. There was probably over 100 balls of Soft and Sleek, which is their like Hair on Simply Soft knockoff. That's just stuff that's not for me. I left so much yarn there. There was a lot. This is the Sugar Wheel acrylic, and it's in the color Gelato's My Motto. Originally $7.99, on sale for $1.99. They had 2 of the green ones. So the other ones, they only had 1 of each, and I thought maybe this would be like a really pretty scarf or something, so I left the other ones. All right, Gelato's My Motto. They're 355 yards each. Use a 5mm knitting needle. They're 4 worsted weight. This is the Sugar Wheel Sparkle in Light Shell. It's a rainbow. You can see the colors better here with the green. And it's got sparkle all throughout it. I thought that would make a really good project. This one's only 302 yards. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with it yet. Maybe make a hat for you guys? I'm not sure, but it's pretty, and it was a rainbow and it was sparkly, so it came home with me. I just got one of these in golden brown. It is 175 yards. This one's more polyamide, 40% polyamide. The rest is acrylic. Worsted weight 4. Use a 5mm, 5.5mm crochet hook, 5mm knitting needles. And I love that color. It's like the perfect golden brown. Then I got 3 of these. They only had 3 of the Soft Stitch. I've never used this before. It is also, oh, it's 100% acrylic. I thought there would be polyamide in it because it's very soft. I got the color Ivory, Oatmeal, and Olive. They only had 3 balls, but I thought the colors worked really well together, so I could make a whole project out of that. I think they are, yeah, 210 yards. And they're asking for a 5 knitting needle and a 5.5 crochet hook. $1.25, originally $4.99. This is so pretty. I love something that has like it's 2 plies together. And it's a little shiny as well. It looks expensive. Do you understand what I mean? Like, it looks like the yarn costs more than $1.25 each. There were only 2 of these, and I've never gotten to try them before. Rustic Romantique. Are these 100? Oh, I'm learning. It is 85% acrylic, 15% hemp, which I'm guessing is the fuzzy bit. I've never been able to try it before. Basically, it's an acrylic with a little hemp in it. It's the fuzzies, is the white. That's the rustic look. This is the color Red Rhodes. And this is the color Pumpkin Spice. I got this one because I thought it would make a great Halloween fall hat. And they were $1.37 each, down from $5.49. All of the rest of this, and I have 2 big bags, is Soft and Sleek. It's a low pill acrylic. I use it all the time to make hats. So it was a no-brainer for me to pick up a ton of it because I'll use it, absolutely. I buy it anyway. So I'll go over one of the ones with the stats, and then I'll just show you the colors I got. This is Soft and Sleek, low pill fiber, 232 yards, in the color Sage. It's a 4 weight. Yeah, definitely a 4. 6mm crochet hook, 5mm knitting needles. Tropical Tiki. These were all $1.25 too, down from $4.99. Another Tropical Tiki. This one is Berry Mix. I think I have 2 of those as well. Yep, there it is. With 2, I could get a scarf out of that. I'm not sure they all have the same yardage though, do they? No, they don't. Okay, so the variegated ones have 186 yards and the solids have 232. I thought they looked different. This one is Denim Blues. I thought that'd be really pretty for winter. This one is Burgundy. This I thought would be pretty for winter. It is Silver Sparkle. This one's chili red. This one is olive, also great for Christmas. Oh, I have another easygoing. Okay, well I guess I did have another one. So I got 2 balls of the easygoing. This one's in the color Frosting. Oh, it looks like I got 2 of the denim blues. I have another tropical tiki, which means I have 3 of them, which means I can make a hat and scarf set. And this one is Costa Mesa, and I kind of get it. It's kind of like a turquoise and brown. So it's a fitting name. What do we got here? This should all be soft and sleek as well. Auburn Delight. Very pretty. This is Crisp Air. I think this is Rose. Blush. Plum, for all you purple lovers out there. This one is Teal Blue. Ooh, White Sparkle. Now I was excited to find this because if you watch my first video, I'm making a star blanket and I thought I could use this as the border. It's a sparkle, iridescent sparkle star blanket. So that'll probably be the border. Light blue, black, and then last but not least, aqua. Hi friends, I'm back. I'm tired. I've had a busy day. I just got back from the Hobby Lobby. They did the final aisle, so I went back to see what they had. I have poured myself a glass of wine. Yes, I'm old enough to drink. I'm an old lady. So let's just go through and see yarn. The best thing ever. One of the reasons I'm tired is because all day today I've been sewing a pair of pajama pants. And the reason I'm doing it is because my friends came over last week to take a sewing lesson for me, and their next thing that they want to do is make something. So we decided on pajama pants. So I'm making a test pair so that it can go smoothly for them. So I went back to Hobby Lobby. I have to say, because of sewing the pants, I was waiting to get to a point where I needed a certain color thread for the pants. I don't think I got to the clearance first. The lady who checked me out said that people were buying yarn all day and that she kept getting calls asking if the yarn was out. And they were buying a lot of it, she said. Mostly mothers and daughters and things like that. Unfortunately, because I wasn't the first one, which is okay. It is okay. They did not have the bulky alpaca yarn that I was looking for. I don't know if they had any because it looks like they just restocked that whole section. It was pretty empty before. So maybe there just wasn't any, or maybe I missed it. What I did do is I went through and picked out things that I knew I would use, things I've wanted to try, and I was able to say no to a lot of things. There was a bunch of velvet yarn, and I really debated. But I've tried velvet yarn before, and I didn't like using it very much. I have so much yarn. I don't need to be getting things that I'm never gonna get around to using. I'm tired. I've been to Hobby Lobby like 6-7 times this week. I'm so glad the sale is over. I'm pooped. First thing I picked up was Tender Touch in suede. I hope that this lighting is okay. Sorry guys, I just don't want to wait any longer. I don't want to wait until tomorrow. Originally $3.99, so it was 99 cents. The reason I picked this up is it's similar to a lot of the other yarns that I purchased. So I thought it would go well with them, and it's a color that would go well with a lot of the other yarns, like the Baby Bee Chunky one. That one would match with this. So that's why I picked this one up, and I love the color. It's like the perfect, well, it says suede, and that's what it reminds me of. It's that perfect brown color that I love. Speaking of things that I wanted to try, but I don't want to spend money on, I'm not a huge scrubby yarn person. I almost bought more than one ball of this, but then I reminded myself that I'm not a huge scrubby yarn person. It's in the color Aqua. Oh, I didn't go over these. See, I'm tired. This is 135 yards, 100% acrylic, 6.5 millimeter crochet hook, 6 millimeter knitting needles. This one, obviously you make scrubbies with them. And it's kind of like a tube. This is 79 yards. It's 100% nylon, and they consider it a bulky 5. 6mm knitting needles, 6mm crochet hook. Here is a great deal. I love this wool. I got it in 3 colors. I love this wool in ivory. It's shiny. Originally $6.99 a ball, $174. 220 yards, 5.5 knitting needles, size. Oh, it doesn't even say. Hobby Lobby is not consistent, man. We'll say that it could use a 6 or a 5.5 crochet hook, probably. It's like a medium 4. So I got Ivory, Biscuit, cute name, and Cocoa. I got 3 of the true colors. $4.99 originally, $1.25, 100% acrylic, 76 yards. This one is in the color Rustic Rouge. It's like a copper color, copper penny, so pretty, and I thought it looked good with this, and these are mauve. 100% acrylic, 10mm knitting needles, 9mm crochet hook. Open to interpretation. So I got 3 of those. Oh, should I mention that when I went back, I'll put a picture of what the yarn looked like after I left. There was still a lot left. And when I was there yesterday, they had sold like almost all of the Simply Soft, almost all of the anti-pilling acrylic. So people are buying it. They sure were. This I was very excited about. I didn't think there was going to be any other brands in clearance. There was 1 ball of anti-pilling bamboo chunky from Premier. I actually made another hat out of this to try out for my business, and I love it. So I was planning on buying more so that I could sell them through my Etsy, but the shipping on Premier is bananas expensive. So I decided not to buy it, and they don't have a ton of colors at this store. So yeah, now I'll have 2, but it's so soft. It's really nice. It's 80% anti-pilling, 80% anti-pilling acrylic, 20% rayon from bamboo. Oh, and it was $1.25, originally $4.99. Okay, a few more things. This I'm very excited about. I've never gotten to try this before. They don't really put this on clearance when they do the big clearance. So I'm excited to try it through the dye lot. It's one of their more expensive yarns. It's originally $7.49. Ethereal eyelash. I've always wanted to try this. It's similar to their Romantique, but it's softer and has more of a fuzz on it. It's originally $7.49 a ball, and it was marked down to $187, so a little pricey. You're getting 180 yards. They're calling it a bulky 5, probably with the fuzz. 75% acrylic, 25% polyamide. Use a 7mm knitting needle and a 5mm crochet hook. Who decides this? So I got everything that they had left, I got. So I got 2 in the color Oat, which is a tan color. 1 in the color Lavender. 1 in the color Dusty Rose. And 1 in the color Ivory. Now I thought that together, they'd all make a really pretty project, right? They all look nice together. 2 more yarns really quick. I splurged, I wouldn't say splurged, but I decided to try these out because I really want to try and make a plushie, but I don't really have any plushie kind of yarn. So I got this, it's called Magnifisoft instead of Magnificent in tawny. And it was $9.99 reduced to $2.50. And then finally, our last thing, I kind of was excited to see this. It is Perfectly Plush. I think this is what people usually use, this kind of yarn, to make plushies. It's in the color Fern. Originally $9.99, and I got it for $2.49. What am I gonna make with this? I wanna make a leggy frog. Are you a crocheter who's seen a leggy frog out there? Because I've never made a leggy frog, and I wanna make a leggy frog so bad. So now, for $2.50, I can. I've got everything else I need for it. I've got the safety eyes and everything. So I'm excited to make a leggy frog. I know that a lot of you have gone shopping. So in the comments, let me know what you got. What was your favorite thing? What was your big score? It's just fun to be in a yarn community, right? It's fun to show each other what we got. Obviously, I'm not bragging or anything. I'm just hanging out with you and loving yarn with you. So I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Have a good night. Bye, guys.